So here I am in my new room and I got a message off Barney saying I have to paint tonight because the carpets are coming down. Welcome to Lonely Tree Entertainment. Hello, I'm Steve Monkey Mason and welcome to Lonely Tree Entertainment. Now today I got very angry and like all my tribute videos that are unscripted and unplanned, I decided to make a brand new tribute video tonight, even though I've been as busy as I've ever been. With my brand new music video for In Evil Hour Predators coming out, my brand new top 20 movies of the 1990s, along with its alter ego, Alternative 2, which thank you In Evil Hour, make a guest appearance counting down the countdowns of them. I've just released Bad Taste Bears last week. Me and Paul Ray are teaming up to do the Goonies, and it's just hectically busy for November. And I've also got a new music video on the way as well down the line called Change for the Better 2. It's called Disconnect. Hint hint of what's coming out. Now what am I doing with this? Fuck that. This is Klopek and this is a tribute to the Burbs. Now the Burbs came out in 1989 and starred Tom Hanks. Now at the same time Tom Hanks was starring in Big and Tom Hanks literally exploded at the end of the 80s and since then has become one of the biggest icons in film history. Doesn't do a lot of comedy these days, does a lot of dramatic stuff, brilliant actor, even his son's involved in films now, he's doing really well, like he was in Orange County and stuff like that. I'm rambling on about Tom Hanks. The film was directed by Joe Dante, Gremlins 1 and 2, Inner Space, and most recently Bury the X. Now just before I came around here I was catching up with my grandma and Joe Dante's new film was on there, so I put it on, so my grandma was sitting there watching and then goes, "What does bust a nut mean?" I went, right, it's time to fucking change that. Now in the outtakes, I ended up watching Coronation Street with my grandma for a bit, so there's an outtake with me and Barney to watch out for, which is absolutely funny. Absolutely funny. So let's get to the Burbs. Now the Burbs opened at #1 and took 11 million into opening weekend for the 80s, that was pretty big. Now the cover is pretty ironic. Right beside the screen out there, Tom Hanks standing on the front cover, the Burbs, blue pyjamas, purple sky, it's a PG. He's a man of peace in a savage land, suburbia. Now the Burbs is about a man who has a vacation at home and he lives in this little street and he has neighbours played by, let me look down at my list here, Bruce Dern plays Rumsfeld, the crazy ex-military guy across the road. Corey Feldman plays an absolute mental kid called Ricky who's painting his parents' house. You have Rick Drumander who plays Art, who died this year unfortunately. And they have a lot of big casts like Carrie Fisher from Star Wars playing Tom Hanks' wife. And basically it is filmed on the Munster Street. Munster Street in Universal Studios is still working the street to this day and is most recently known for being in Desperate Housewives. The street, you see. And it's one of them last films that was always filmed on a studio. There was no location shooting, it was all just turn up for work, do 9 to 5, go home. And it was also Corey Feldman's last movie to be released until he did The Birthday in 2010 at the Pictures. See, Corey Feldman sort of fell off the radar a bit and I found an interesting fact out on IMDb which I'll read out in the outtakes. So as you see with the cover, bring that cover back up there with the video. It's purple, it's a PG, a comedy about one guy who gets pushed too far. So basically the Klopeks move next door to Ray. And the Klopeks are almost like the Addams family. There's Dr. Klopek, Uncle Klopek, Hans Klopek, and a massive dog. And they're digging in the back garden, there's conspiracy theories going on, like people are disappearing in the street. There's fucking weird explosions at night, and eventually when they go around, they're proper creepy as shit. Now, I've been trying to do the tribute video for the Burbs for ages, and now I'm finally doing it. I'm unprepared, I'm rambling, I'm looking at the camera, realising Lonely Tree Entertainment's behind us, but yes, that was a video. Now, when the Burbs came out on DVD, right beside the screen out, it's now yellow. Tom Hanks, the Burbs uncut. It's now a 12. Bonus material is teaser trailer. Now the Burbs trailer had more deleted scenes in the trailer than the actual film. On the disc it just says the Burbs, it's a nice yellow. I tried to watch this along with the video recently to find out what was uncut about it. I don't know if it's a couple of swear words left, right and centre or a couple of barbecue incidents, but I really couldn't work it out to be honest there. I looked on IMDb and I didn't get far with that. Now the Burbs is a Universal born and bred film. Yes, Universal, born and bred, made on the backlot, and then last year Arrow Entertainment announced that they were going to bring it out, and I was totally shocked by this because Universal is notoriously known for cash cow and cover after cover. Jaws and King Kong. That's another story. But Arrow have done some amazing things with Blu-rays, and Arrow always bring out a Blu-ray, and sometimes along with a DVD, and a steelbook. So the steelbook came out. Now when I was working a few weeks back, probably about a month back, I don't remember because I went out and got absolutely smashed in my hotel room. I eventually opened my Burbs tribute video. Right, back in Scotland, it's dark as fuck. I can't really see my face. I'm talking my hotel room. My roommates are probably going to get back, and I'm probably sitting in England going, I should have really done it in England. Really should have waited till I was back in England to film that, shouldn't I, Milo? Right. Now, because of Paul, Ray and Casper, they've spoiled what's on the back of this box. Wow. That is such a lovely print on the front cover. Okay. I see, I'm ripping the fucking box. Totally unplanned, better than fuck all. That's one thing about steelbooks, as I've just ripped the age rating off. Once the age rating is ripped off the box, it no longer exists. And on the back, it is Casper, Paul, Ray, fuck yourselves. Right, as you can see, I'm pretty drunk, it's pretty dark, and I'm rambling. So this, wipe the side of the screen out, is the Burbs. Lovely blue, a little bit of a purple tint, the Burbs. No comments, no ratings because the packaging comes off. On the back is the Klopek's Hearst. Flip that cover around, sorry. Wipe that side of the screen out. Bit of a mistake there, but you know, correcting it. Loads of bones inside, and when you open it up, Tom Hanks is on the disc, which is the same cover as the video. Arrow Entertainment, it's a 12. The print on the back has Ray and Art running away, and Walter, and look, it even has the dog. Now, one of the interesting facts about this dog, it's the same dog from Silence of the Lambs. It's like the Stand By Me tribute video, when the fucking dog in Stand By Me had more IMDb credits than me. That's not hard to do, but really. Nice little booklet here. Joe Dante is definitely a visionary director. That's a nice little booklet there. Cast pictures, the story of it. Black and white. Tells you about the transfer. See, Arrow did a lot. Now, that's the steelbook. Arrow also brought out the Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray has a retro alternative cover. Wipe that side of the screen out. The Burbs, 12, and look, it's got Tom Hanks there, Corey Feldman, Bruce Dern, Rick, I'm sorry, God bless your soul, I don't want to butcher your surname. Klopek's house in the background, and it even has Hans Klopek shoving, Hans looks a bit like Scott Robinson, into the bin there. But on the Blu-ray, man, you got loads. Director's Approved Special Edition, it's high definition, presented in its theoretical cut, restored, film elements, original uncompressed stereo, isolated music track, original English audio titles, new audio commentary, an all-new feature documentary featuring Joe Dante and Corey Feldman, along with Wendy Skidell, director of photography, original print work. Now this is the original Joe Dante print work. Man, it goes on. There's so much HD for the first time, alternative ending presented, original theatre trailer, reversible sleeve. Right, the reversible sleeve is the original video box cover. Wipe that side of the screen out, flip that box around nicely, and yes. So that was the Burbs on Blu-ray, and as I said, I've been meaning to get around to the Burbs Blu-ray for a while. The Goonies is on the cards. Not Another cover came out of nowhere. Stand By, at one point I was thinking about doing Stand By Me and the Burbs together, and basically I was done with that, and then guess what, today? Yes, today, this is the whole reason this fucking tribute video came out of nowhere. Wipe that side of the screen out, look at that! It's the Burbs on Blu-ray, released by Universal Studios. And guess what, all you get on it is the trailer. From the director of Gremlins 1 and 2. Well, you could have said Inner Space, you could have said Bury My Ex and Explain My Grandma what Busting Up means. You could have said this, so I'm just going to open this and find out what's on the disc. No booklet, completely same disc, sort of. Yeah, it's a little bit darker. That says Arrow, that doesn't. So yes, this has been the Klopek's There's a little bit of funny outtakes, and just to hint you even more, because this is bugging us, today I bought, because today is the 30th year anniversary of the Goonies release on Blu-ray. Wipe that side of the screen out. How fucking lovely is that? I haven't opened yet, I don't know what's inside it. I'm waiting for my new tribute video along with Paul Ray called Bullet Holes, Booby Traps and Pop Vinyls. And I've also got the steelbook, which I still haven't opened, and I promise this time I'll not be absolutely wrecked in my hotel room. I blame Dave and Kate for that incident. And yeah, thanks for watching, enjoy the outtakes, goodbye. I wonder when I open this Goonies box, when I open it up, it fucking lights up like Paul Ray's face does when he opens his Marty from Back to the Future 2. Do you know what I'm on about? Check that little clip out of the box. Look at Paul Ray, little glowy face. Paul Ray's new video, Back to the Future pop vinyl from Zbox or Zavi or whatever the blogging thing was. See, there's an outtake, Paul. It's in the description. Next clip. Right, here's an outtake for you. The night after I filmed Klopek, I decided to watch the Burbs on Blu-ray, and then I watched the work print. Now the work print is very different. Joe Dante submitted his VHS cut of the original film, which has a lot of footage that's never seen the light of day until this Blu-ray release. Not that release what came out at the very end where there's just a teaser trailer. But it's really good to watch. The quality is a bit low in some places. It's got different audio sounds, different takes completely. But when I was watching it, there is a Gremlins cameo in it, in the kitchen at the very start. There's Gremlins cereal. Can you see that? Can you look at that corner? Can you see Gremlins cereal? No? Wait a minute, wipe the entire screen out. Did you see the Gremlins cameo? Watch. Gremlins! Gremlins cereal! After all these years of seeing the Burbs, I'm totally shocked to discover this. And yeah, Joe Dante, Jack with the Gremlins, drops a little cheeky cameo crossover there. But when I was watching this, Mr. Jack decided to message me. Now for some reason, Mr. Jack always knows when to message me to get a weird cameo in these videos. Now Corey Gaines, I think that's his name, who plays one of the Klopeks, I got this message sent. See that? See it, Chloe? Ready? Ready for Mr. Jack's appearance? Look at that! That's what I got sent. So yeah, Mr. Jack is back with his ginger hair and wanting to be in the Burbs. It's a really good picture because it looks like they're almost talking to each other. So yeah, that's a tale of the two Burbs, the Hidden Gremlins cameo and Mr. Jack being very ginger. Right, next outtake. Right, here's an interesting fact from IMDb. At the time of this movie was being filmed, Corey Feldman and Michael Jackson were close friends. While the King of Pop did not visit the set, his famed chimpanzee Bubbles was a frequent guest, but had to be confined to Feldman's trailer while he was filming. After shooting, Corey would return to his trailer to find that the chimp had defecated and spread the mess around the interior. The problem repeated itself, and because of such distraction that Joe Dante eventually banned Bubbles from the set. Wow. Next outtake. So as I said in the video, I was watching Bury the X, Joe Dante's new film. Looked alright at the start, nice graphics, and obviously I only seen the first 10 minutes of it to when the cast went busting up. My grandma was just like, busting up, so I said, shit, change the channel. And then I ended up on Coronation Street. Now this is an inner joke to Alternative 2, which is coming out, but also it's a joke from Ghost Chilies from a couple of years ago. And it's all about E.T. look-alike. Enjoy this. Have you watched the Goonies yet? You're borrowed.
No, not why.
Because Sluggy still hasn't seen it.
You've never seen the Goonies?
My lass has never seen the Goonies.
Hang on, there's a lass at work that's never seen E.T. That's worse, come on.
It's not really.
Well, it is. Goonies is a form.
Mate, but that's the one. How can you not see E.T.? Because it's fucking on ITV, fucking every fucking day.
Just refuse to watch that.
And if you watch Coronation Street, E.T.'s also in that. Gail Platt.
How much did you fucking look like him? Don't click the handle up when you've got him. On the door, you've got to click the handle up to shut it properly, otherwise it will come zoom.
You're standing in your shot.
Oh yeah.
Well, while you're here, check this out.
Are you leaving the white bits or?
No, that's where the masking tapes come off. I'm going to have to quickly double that up tonight. But I need to film this and feck off.
Are you going to show us that thing?
Right.
Is that on record or?
Yeah, that's what Basins is put. Haha, duckhead? Does he mean dickhead?
I don't know.
It's It's piercing anything's fucking possible, pal.
Bye, lol. I love it how I've got my shittest clothes on as well for this.
Dude, I think you're wearing the same top when you came around to help me paint when I moved in.
One of my old shitty ones, that's why I've got it on, because if something happens to it, then I don't care.
really think that's the same top.
Probably could be.
Oh, I've got to paint again today.
What did you say?
Got to paint.
Paint?
Oh, no, paint. Are you going to get ready to paint?
I'm ready.
You bitching before about your clothes?
Yeah, I just leave my jumper on.
You got a paintbrush?
Hang on, it's your house, your paint, and you're asking me if I've got paintbrushes?
Yeah.
It could be.
You mean you've asked me to come and help your... It's already happened. Oh, come and help us paint the house, but I had to bring my own paintbrushes. Deja vu. I'm sure that's the same top.
Bargain of the fucking century. So you've asked me to come and help you paint, but I've got to supply my own paintbrush to help you paint?
Yeah.
That sounds like the bargain of the century, like
Do you remember an alternative to, or Ghost Chilies, when Barney and Pearson were on about Gail Platt from Coronation Street looking like E.T.? Well, does she look like E.T.? Does she look like E.T.? E.T., does she look like you? I look like Gail Platt with me here.
Okay, here's an outtake for you. This goes back to Alternative 2, a bit of a crossover there, considering Alternative 2 isn't even out yet when this video is probably going to get posted. But anyway, there's a flashback scene to Ghost Chilies back then, years ago, and Pearson and Barney are on about Gail Platt looking like E.T. So here's Gail Platt on the television. Look at her. Does she look like E.T.? Does she look like E.T.? Does she look like E.T.?
Does she look like E.T.?
She does though, doesn't she?
Duckhead. Maybe Pearson means she looks like a duck. E.T. phone home. Close your eyes. I haven't got the Bible. Close your eyes.
They're closed, I'm just scared in case you fucking do something. You haven't opened it?
No, I can't open it. It's the Goonies tribute.
That's a good point.
Just out today. 30th anniversary. So
I like that, that's a good little picture.
That's on all of that. So the Goonies video is next. The tribute, bullet holes and booby traps, along with Paul Ray and probably Barney. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Here's an outtake for you. I'd just like to say thank you to Matt Connor and Ryan Wilkinson for my Still Town Music t-shirt. Came in handy tonight because it was the only thing clean because I'm moving house. Next clip. In the tradition of all the videos, have I rewound it? Got halfway through it. This is an outtake. If this occurs during the filming, I'm going to go fucking crazy. I'm going to complain against my landlord. Look, it's so fucking windy. The windows whistling, can hear it. Shh. I've got my curtains up as well. I can see straight across next door. I'm your new neighbour. So ironic. New house, fucking weird neighbour across the road, red wall, fucking waving this fucking kitchen instrument. You know what this is called, but you know.